Hi, hi. We are live in all the places we should be. Hello, friends. I am really excited about today's live, which is on how I get ROI from every single investment that I make. Hey, Jessica's here. Hi. I'm going to wave at you. This is fun. And I know this is like a hotly debated topic, especially because obviously we all want to get return on our investments. We have definitely 100% of us have made big investments and not seen the results that we thought, not seen the financial response that we wanted, which is obviously not a great thing. And super quick background information. Once the podcast is live, there will be a lot more background on this. This past 9.5 months, I have invested, I would say, about $75,000 to $80,000 into my second company to apply for a business investor visa for the United States. So when I say I get ROI from all of my investment, I'm not talking about just a $500 course. I'm talking about like really serious money. Like this year, I have spent more on this company than I made in profit last year, right? This is significant. So there are 3 things I want to really quickly run through that help me get ROI from everything. Now, the first thing, and like, you can leave if you hate me, you'll hate me at the end because I'm going to say some things that aren't super nice. But honestly, I don't expect anyone to sort my entire life or fix my entire business. No matter what they promise me on the sales page, I do not expect them to fix my life, to fix my business, to fix all the things, right? And I know that if we go through people's launches or we watch their webinars and we read their sales pages, it sounds like they will fix every single thing. But there is no service provider, coach, strategist person that you pay to come to your house and sit next to you while you watch the videos and do the thing, right? And that part is kind of, at the end of the day, your responsibility. So that's the second thing, right? So first, I manage my expectations. Second, I take full responsibility for my own results or lack thereof. And this is a tough one, and I love someone's responding with the fire emoji where it's like, yes, this is such a big one. And don't get me wrong, like, I know that we have all at some point encountered a situation where a virtual assistant ghosted us, a service provider fell off the map. We bought a course that really wasn't what they said it would be, or they really misrepresented it, right? We've all bought things where the seller didn't deliver their part, and I'm talking from I assume everyone I buy from is going to deliver their part. So if you promise me coaching, you're going to deliver coaching. If you promise me this training, you're going to deliver me this training. But it is my responsibility to watch them, implement them, do something with it. And one of the things that it's uncomfortable, but I've started practicing this, is for asking for things that I feel would really help me. And what this can look like is I'm currently in a high-end coaching program with someone, a group coaching container. And it's wonderful, but because I'm currently in Europe, the times are kind of iffy for me. And occasionally, because it's my Thursday evening, I'll miss the calls. And what I would really like is to be able to scroll through the transcript separately just to see, do I want to watch it? Is this relevant to me? So after a couple of weeks, I was like, hey, is there any way we can get the transcripts for these calls, right? And if she doesn't offer it and she hasn't made a promise, she doesn't owe me that. But if I don't ask for it, she's never going to know to provide it, right? And now every single week we got call recordings and transcripts. It's wonderful. Finally, related to taking full responsibility, I use the things that are included if I need them and when I need them. And what I find really interesting is how for my one-on-one clients, I have a form that you can fill out and then I'll look at your sales page. And I try to be really generous about it, where it can be your sales pitch. If they have sales emails, I'll look at those too, right? I try to be super generous. So in my group program, we do messaging and sales copy coaching instead. But it's not my responsibility to ask you to fill out the form and get me to give you a review, right? Like, you have it there. The link is always in your portal. If you need the help and it's part of what you bought, frickin' use it. All right. Third one, and we're going to run through today really, really quickly. Third one for today is that how I get ROI from everything is very simple. I decide to. The moment where I swipe my credit card, or the moment after and the confirmation comes in, I literally bring out my journal, and you might recognize this from my brand photos. I journal in this too, and I write down my intention of signing up. And I say, hey, ROI from this program for me looks like this. And it's not always the outcome on the sales page, right? Sometimes I buy into someone because I want to be able to ask them how they do a thing I see them do really, really well, and I want to learn that from them. Or I want to get their feedback and their input on a specific thing. But again, I don't expect them to fix everything. I use the tools that they provide, and I decide upfront what I want. And I've literally bought into $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 programs where I wrote down the intention. I want to meet 3 really great referral partners and business besties. And that's my ROI. And that has very little to do with the host or the program content or the amount of calls or the bonuses or any of that. And that was literally just about buying access to the room. But when I do that, I don't need to feel resentful. I don't need to beat myself up if I miss any calls, because I've decided up front what the return I want is from this thing. So, and to give you an example, when I was preparing for this video, I literally went through my notebook, and I was looking for the last time, and I couldn't freaking find it, and I'm not sure because I have a whole row of these, so it might be in a different one because I was traveling at the time. So instead, what I found is I wrote down my intentions for my group program, Unapologetic, because I create in a similar way. So I wrote down the intentions for my products and my programs and my containers for people. So this is a little bit of me reading from my own work. So here we go. My intention for Unapologetic. That this is the 6-month experience for frazzled 6-figure business owners that transforms them. That when you join, you'll make more money, work less hours, and feel a lot more peace. That you learn to trust yourself. That you learn to trust your plan. That you learn to boldly ask for what you want. That you are surrounded by support, advice, strategy, and magic. That this program will change your business and your life. And that you truly become unapologetic. And just the simple act of writing stuff down when we make a decision, whether it's creating a new program or signing up for something, means that we've put into the universe what we want. We've made a commitment, and maybe not publicly, but to ourselves. If you want to make this even stronger, do what I do, right? Come on a live video and say like, hey, I joined this thing and here's what I'm going to do with it. Because we have so much more likeliness, right? All the science shows that if we share our goals or if we write them down, we're more likely to achieve them. And this helps me as a guiding light. And I've shared in the past, I sometimes share my program intentions with people because it gives me a bit of a framework, a bit of a direction, a way to make decisions, and a way to communicate some of my values, right? Because if you don't believe in the fact that strategy and magic go hand in hand, you don't really belong in my world anyway, right? All right, so that's my little reading to you today. And then if you're sitting there and you're like, okay, Sandra, so will I get ROI from working with you? I think yes, but there are 2 big ifs, right? There are 2 big buts. You will get results from working with me if you're already making money. So you understand marketing and sales, and you have figured out what you want to be doing. And I don't work well with clients that are in 20 different ideas at once. They have never defined an ideal client. They don't know how to get the first sale. Like, it's just not where I shine. And it's a level where you can do with a lot less than the intensity that I work with people. So if you understand that you need to do marketing and sales and the money's kind of there, you know, the 6 figures is kind of, you can see it coming or it's in your rear view mirror. You're just working really, really hard. And you're like, there must be a more strategic way to be doing this. Then that's the kind of person that gets really good ROI from working with me. And the second one is if you can take action and you can manage your own emotions. Where, yes, I'm a strategist. Yes, I can coach you, but I am not your therapist, right? And this also comes up with your emotions around taking action. And yes, we can talk about all of it, but like I said, taking responsibility for your results is the one thing that makes the biggest difference in any investment, right? So those are the 2 buts and ifs. Keep in mind that these are the final few days to join Unapologetic and get a complimentary invite to my mastermind weekend in London, where I will be hosting you all for a beautiful day of masterminding, in-person hot seats. On day 1, we're doing lunch, and I'm looking at private dining rooms for private dinner to have you all, my treat. And then on day 2, we're doing afternoon tea because we'll be in London. So if you need the details for this, Instagram folks, you can go to the link in my bio or just shoot me a DM and I will send it to you. For my fancy YouTube folks, you go to sandrafamirly.com/unapologetic, and I'm going to put that on the screen for you right now. All right, so thank you so much again for watching. I'm having so much fun. If you have any topics that you want to see, feel free to leave a comment, and you can do suggestions, and they might be in an upcoming live. I love how it's going to take me another couple days to finish, like, stop talking and then finish the stream in one go. Like, this is hilarious.